What's going on, guys? RPF Garage here, and today we're doing just a slight talking video. Okay, haven't touched the 240, still sitting right there. Had to move it once again, still just sitting, resting, waiting for me to do some badass shit to it. But do got one thing, my buddy. I haven't been posting because my buddy did wreck his FRS. I've been helping him deal with that and so on and so forth. But since he did wreck his FRS, it's totaled. They just totaled it out. They went ahead and they're giving him money for it. With that being said, he's gonna get another FRS. Make sure you guys are still good. He's getting another FRS. Well, with that being said, he's gonna get a slight cheaper one. Same, silver, everything, but he's putting money into his AE86, which I'm not even gonna show you the motor that's in it yet. I'll walk over to, this is all the weight reduction stuff we did to it right there. This is the motor that comes in the AE86, which is a 4-banger carbureted, just kind of a clunker motor. So, make sure. So, was it 5-speed? You know, it was just some jank, just jank motor. Okay, not a very good motor, not a very powerful motor nonetheless. He did have a 4-barrel on it, just wasn't that fast. He got tired of it. So pretty clean, other than there's a couple rust spots, and you know, it's an old car. Stock interior. He's gonna put racing seats in it, cage, all that jazz in it. Has fancy stuff. The drive shaft for, you can't even see in there, but drive shaft, all the fun stuff's in there. Okay, so with that being said, since the 4-banger is out, the carbureted 4-banger complete junk motor is out. This is actually the car that the original car that the RB20 was going into, but he decided to go a different route. All right. And here we have a Beams engine, straight from Japan. He ordered it, compression test. It's basically a brand new motor. Everything wiring harness wise is all done. He needs to, I just kind of just took some PVC pipe, put just for a coupler, just that way it could run. He is going to get some hoses that go from here to here, and same thing with down there. Beams motor. We got the throttle cable in. Gosh, got the throttle cable in. Everything's good. The fuel lines. The fuel lines are not hooked up yet. We're going to be doing some work on this car. He has a busy schedule. I have a busy schedule, so it's kind of put on the back burner of this car. The motor's been in for at least a year. We just haven't really touched it. The car has ran, yes, but it doesn't run off of the fuel tank. So, that being said, this, where's it at here? Fuel line is, where is it? Oh, it's down there, you can't even see it. So, the fuel, the feed is on this side, the drain or the return is on this side. So we have to route it all over here because he's going from a carbureted motor over there to a injection motor, which will be kind of a little bit different. This is a wiring harness for the AE86 to the Beams motor, so you know, it's actually decently clean, dual VVTi. For anybody that doesn't know what VVTi means, it is variable valve timing. So that just basically, it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of in a sense like VTEC, in a sense, kind of, but it's going to be awesome. The hood for this car is over yonder, over there by the S14, up against that wall right there. But, which I'm not too certain how the hood's gonna fit because the motor is poking out. So we might have to do a little bit of something. Maybe they have a D-Max hood for the AE86. I have no idea. I don't know too much about these cars. I just know they're badass. So Neve's had this car for a very, very long time. So he's always wanted to do the Beams engine. Like I said, this was going to be an RB20 swap, but you see, this engine bay is like 3 foot wide or long. The RB20 was not going to fit in here. This Beams engine barely is fitting in here. Like, it's on the mounts, you know, it's not going anywhere. It's on the mounts. The tranny's in. Like I said, the drive shaft is back here. We got to put in the shift boot, which we might actually have to cut the wall back just a little bit. You know, basic stuff. This car is going to be rad. He is going to put coilovers on it and different wheels. These are just some steely junker looking wheels, but it's going to be awesome. This is going to be his ultimate drift car. Now, with that being said, since this fender is kind of doofed, this fender, I guess all the fenders, has rust on it. You can probably see right here, has a big rust hole right there. What he's gonna do is he's just gonna cut up along here, like so, and he's going to put over fenders on it, or at least a wide body kit. So, and looks like the rockers. This car sat for a long time in somebody's field. Nobody knows, like, especially right now, nobody knows what this car is. Every time somebody comes into my shop, always like, is this a Corolla? AE86 is actually a Corolla, but, you know, it's an AE86, Japan's version of the Corolla. So, this car's gonna be pretty badass. Be hyped for it. There's a lot of cars on this channel, and if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe, because the AE86, my RX-7's right there. It's an FB RX-7, a first gen. It's a 79, but I don't think I got that car originally. Make sure you guys are still focused. I got that car originally, and I was going to rebuild it. However, the more and more I looked into it, it has a 13B swap, but I have to go through all the wiring. There's a lot of rust underneath the car that I have to fix, so we got the AE86. This car is the closest to running as far as, you know, going to a track event or something. And then over here, my RX-7, my FB, not FD, not FC, FB RX-7. So, 13B, I'm not sure what carburetor that is, or some fancy carburetor, but I did almost get it running. Focus. I did almost get it running. However, like I said, it was actually starting to turn over, but as I said, I need to go through and do all the wiring in this car. I mean, the brake lights, the lights work, but I think this is an old, like, way back when D-Max style body kit, way back when it has the front bumper on it. And it looks like maybe, no, not the rear bumper, it just has the rear splats, but the car needs some work, man. It needs work, needs a lot of love, a lot of time, and all the glass was intact. That window, this window, somebody actually busted this window out. So I don't know actually what happened with that. I pulled the seats out, I pulled the carpets out, and I cut the floor out down there. You can see light. This floor over on this side wasn't bad, but you know, it just, the door doesn't even shut. It needs love. This car needs love. I was actually planning on doing it. Like I said, I have to go through all the wiring, which wouldn't actually be too bad because it is carbureted. It has long tube headers on it. It's just, it would be a rad build, and I do want to build it. You know, it would be pop-up headlight style. It would be a rad build. All this wiring, when I had the battery in here, all the wiring, like you put your hand on here and it would be hot. It would be extremely hot. So with that being said, these actually go over here. This one goes right to there and to there. Like I said, wiring needs to be done. This is, I think this is, yeah, this is cruise control. All this needs to be deleted. This is my my throttle cable, but like I said, needs a lot of work. Don't know if I'm even gonna do anything. The body's in good shape. There's no rust on the body anywhere. Rockers, nothing. But the floor definitely has a rust. And I cut the whole floor out. I was going to redo the car. Then I found out how much electrical stuff it needs, but I might not even touch that. Hurts my soul. I might scrap that. The car, pull the drive, well actually not scrap the car yet. Pull the 13B out. This is a brand new motor. The 90s. That was a brand new motor that the guy swapped it, the 12A out, put the 13B in, and then couldn't get it running. Don't know why. Maybe he had his fuel. He said it would work if he had a fuel can making it run, but not off the tank, which tells me either fuel pump or that it didn't, like the return and the feed were backwards. That's what I was thinking, but I might go ahead and pull the motor out, the trans out, kind of keep this as a parts car, pull the diff out, you know, stuff like that, and then get another FC because, man, this has so much wiring I have to do in it, and it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of pointless. It would cost me thousands of dollars to get that thing going, but yeah, so the AE86 over here is actually going to be done hopefully soon, you know. But it's North Dakota. Everything's slow here. Like, it's still cold. I am barely in a, you know, t-shirt. It's still cold here, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do? I have a ginormous shop here. It's massive. Like, this is a decently sized truck, and I'll walk back over here and just look at it. It looks teeny. You know, this isn't a small truck by no means. It's a 3500. It's not small, and this whole place just makes it look like a baby. So, yeah, we've been upset about the FRS big time. That was, you know, that was his baby, his dream car, as is my S14. If I hit a deer with this car, I would absolutely freak out because, you know, there's miscellaneous stuff. You know, most of these dents up here, I could pop out with that little plunger. You just stick it on there and pull it out. But, you know, miscellaneous stuff, it's a really, really clean kooky. I found out that this was actually a Sylvia trunk. It had a badge right here, it said Sylvia. And I actually kind of want to get a Sylvia emblem and put it right here, but this is actually a Sylvia trunk. I didn't know that. Well, you know, a few things that I'm learning about this, but I didn't know about that trunk. And then actually, at some point, either I'm gonna get a Sylvia S14 or I'm actually gonna swap it. I'm actually gonna take the steering wheel and put it over here. I would need a Sylvia S14 rack. I would basically just delete this whole thing right here, take the console or the dash out, put basically get everything. The rack from Sylvia S14, the steering column for the Sylvia, put it here on this side, the dash, you know, the pedals, just all the stuff. Because the USDM S14s, there's actually quite a few differences as far as the swap it from a left-hand drive to, or swap it from a left-hand drive to a right-hand drive. So I think I'm just gonna leave it, you know. I'm so glad I fixed this dent. I'm just gonna leave it. This is my baby, you know. I'm gonna leave it how it is, because it has so much stuff done to it. I'm gonna leave it how it is. If I want a right-hand drive, a true Sylvia S14, I'm gonna get a right-hand drive S14. My buddy has one. I don't even think he'd ever sell it, but at least, you know, we can gang with the S14s. I'm going to actually put my Tomei exhaust back on when I get my RB20 instead of the Megan Racing one. Just with the KA, it was a lot quieter, so whatever. I thought I'd give you guys a little update. I haven't recorded in a while. I know. There's a reason for it. I didn't want to just make a random video for no reason. Another thing is, really, I've been kind of sick, and also for the fact that I've been really bummed about Alex's FRS. Really bummed, actually. But we might, don't quote me on this, we might end up getting a 350Z for a track car. We might do it. Let's see if I can get you guys out of the wind. We might do it. We might get a 350Z, just so that way we have something to go to the track with. It might happen. We're both kind of talking about it, and we might go halves into a 350, but I want to get my S14 done. I want that RB20 in there. So, but if you guys enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see some more of the, I'm not even going to list all the cars because there's too many. If you guys want to see more content, you know what to do. Till then, I'll see you guys on the next one.